Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars, LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad out of the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So BYU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? Right out of the gate, this offense says we are going to our star on the outside, and this guy delivers for a big first down. That's how you want to start a game.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Ryan. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Back to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a missed opportunity here. A chance for a big play. He's wide open. I think he starts to maybe think too much about making a play and trying to score a touchdown. Just drops the football.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They get the completion. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for some space. It's Martin. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Horned Frogs offense gets their first crack now. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
This big tight end running a corner route, listen, as a defensive coordinator, if you put a smaller safety on him, he's too small to be able to match up with his size. And if you go with a linebacker, you're going to be too slow to go with his speed.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a man. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Texas Christian. That's how you finish a play.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the catch. It's Martin. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That completion makes it second and short. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Cougars look to keep this drive moving. Here comes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught by the receiver. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Quarterback still with the football. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Martin. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the handoff again. End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Play action here on first down. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Second down and long now from their own 6. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A new set of downs after that completion. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move here. It's a shotgun handoff here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
The Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. The back's got it. He finds some space. He's in the clear.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs line it up with 1st and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
First down and 10. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
But he catch the defense with the draw. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
2nd down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Phillips. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pressure is coming. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Cougars looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Makes the defender miss. They finally corral him at the 1. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. They try to sneak it for the 1st. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Second down after that previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator going with the screen, and the timing could not have been any better. Quarterback senses the blitz, kind of baits that linebacker, floats it over top of him, and gave that running back plenty of room to pick up a nice gain.
Running back with the football. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. Gets hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Payne. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Cougars will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
On play action, looking to throw. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Snags the quick throw. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the BYU offense comes back out of the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Bringing pressure. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
The Cougars will have to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And here's the return. And the returner is brought down. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's got a man down the middle. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. To bootleg here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Horned Frogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looks like BYU will have the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 play coming up. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Ryan. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
The Horned Frogs are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 1st down, it's play action. Touchdown, TCU. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
2nd and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. That pass is caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Hoover. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to find some room. It's Payne. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Bachmeier. He's got it with room to run. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and they will score. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Extra point try coming now. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grabbed by the receiver.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And on the carry, he's heading left. He gets loose. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his target, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs are going to keep this drive rolling. It's a run. Running back's got it. Runs through the defender.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver.
pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Working clock with the ground game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They make the stop at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Horned Frogs will line up here on 1st down and goal. Catch made on the left side. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd and goal for the offense. Design quarterback run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Grab down the middle, it's Ryan. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Gets into space at the 50. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Screen to the wide receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, BYU.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
This is the kind of result, Kirk, that's going to shake up the rankings, but more importantly, it's a team that felt unrespected, unloved. They came out here, pulled together, and made a very strong statement to the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a combination of things. I think the unranked team, like you said, they came in with the eye of the tiger. They were locked in and ready to go. And I think the favorite, they just didn't respect their opponent. And when you do that in college football, you're going to get exposed.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.